But I have a favorite Bible verse too. You want to hear it?
Is it that 121 Galatians?
Galatians 4:16. Am I therefore become your enemy now that I've told you the truth? Just go and cry about it in your man cave. You manspreading mansplainer. They forgot to add proud in there. Proud manspreading mansplainer. Oh!
Didn't touch his chest.
Oh, it's so cringy. Oh, that leg.
What's he doing with his leg?
Oh my goodness. I'm not even making fun of him yet. I'm just embarrassed for him.
Yeah, that wasn't good. That was not good at all.
He said the weight of this job is too heavy for Mom Scrawny. What's up, guys? We're the Vermonter Brothers, and welcome back to the Vermonter Brothers Recap, where we present our favorite topics found in the past week, be it news, pop culture, and whatever else pickles our peppers. I'm DayDreamer. This is Cited.
How goes it, everybody? All right. For today's episode, DayDreamer is going to take me through a dating show scenario to gain my genuine reaction.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what's to come, so I'm a little bit scared for that. We will then try to understand what mankeeping is. And finally, we're going to poke fun at Zohran Mamdani for pretending to be a bro. All right, let's get into it.
For this first topic, there's a dating show clip that has gone pretty viral recently, and Cited doesn't use social media much, so he hasn't seen much on... Have you seen this at all, actually?
Probably not. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay, well, this gives us the perfect opportunity to conduct a test.
I genuinely don't know what's about to go on.
And this result will end all debates. So you know how...
Regarding?
You know how in stats... Like they talk about, oh, you have to get a sample size and you have to make sure that sample size is representative of the actual size of what you're trying to set. No, none of that. That's just big stats trying to get you. All you need is one friend who doesn't know anything to give his opinion on something that, again, he knows very little about. And that will give you more definitive answers than any statistical test will do. I just didn't do good in stats, and now I'm trying to...
None of us did good in stats, bro. We all know that.
It was hard. Okay, so here are the rules. You're going to listen and decide just based on what you hear. So I'm not going to show you it yet. And you are deciding whether or not you would stand up to learn more about this person. Okay?
Okay.
Now repeat back the rules to me so I know you got it.
So I'm going to listen but not see anything. And based off what this person says, I would then answer if I'm going to stand up to get learn more about this person.
Nice. I honestly had a joke in there talking about how sometimes you have this blank stare in your eye when I'm explaining stuff to you and you just say yes. But you did good this time, so that's good job, buddy.
Well, let me ask, did I have that blank stare right now?
No, you didn't. So that's why I didn't interject with like anything.
By the way, my blank stare is sometimes me going off on a tangent on something we had just spoken about.
Yeah, and not listening.
Well, you know what? Don't say interesting things. That gets me off on a tangent.
Okay, I'm Riley. I'm 24. I'm from Houston, Texas. And honestly, I'm down for any good adventure. I just got scuba dive certified and I'm planning to go to Australia this summer, so I'm super excited about that. And then I just picked up skiing like 2 years ago, and I honestly love any themed party. Like, those are like my favorite things to go to, my favorite things to plan. And I'm looking for someone that wants to be my adventure buddy, and it's someone that I can trust in and is going to be there for me.
Aww. Okay.
No.
Have you seen this or no?
I have not, but no, I'm not interested in this person.
Okay. Why not?
I don't mean to be disrespectful. There's a couple things that are just flags for me. One, she's a skier. Sorry. I'm a snowboarder.
We snowboard, but okay, sure.
I'm just kidding. That's not fully one. I'd be kind of cool.
I'd respect you for
someone
it.
to pull me along. What, dating a skier?
Skiers piss me off, dude. Sorry. Okay, we're getting off topic. Okay, why else not? Why not?
And the partying aspect of it, and I'm not going to Australia with any... I mean... Yeah, it's too much. It's a little bit too much for me.
I thought you might mention something else, but you didn't. But okay, it's fine.
Was it the voice?
Yeah. Well, you didn't want to mention it or what?
I don't want to be a jerk, but yeah, the voice kind of was a turn off too.
Yes.
Right off the bat. That was the initial turn off, but I gave her a chance. The biggest factor, the partying.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a little more
like the partying was just like, nail in the coffin. Is that what it is? It was the nail in the coffin. Actually, no, it was the fact that she's a skier.
No, it wasn't. You gotta be serious here a little bit.
I'd be serious. It was the partying. It's not my thing.
Now, here's the actual clip of the girl that went viral.
Okay, Okay, I'm Riley. I'm 24. I'm from Houston, Texas. And honestly, I'm down for any good adventure. I just got scuba dive certified and I'm planning to go to Australia this summer, so I'm super excited about that. And then I just picked up skiing like 2 years ago, and I honestly love any themed party. Like, those are like my favorite things to go to, my favorite things to plan. And I'm looking for someone that wants to be my adventure buddy, and it's someone that I can trust in and is gonna be there for me.
Aww. If any gentleman would like to get to know Riley more, please step forward.
Oh.
They're nervous. They're scared. They're so scared. Come on.
Justice for Riley.
Down, but thank you for introducing yourself.
Do you think the guys were mean in that?
No, I think they're just being honest.
Okay.
Do you think they were being mean? Am I not allowed to ask you?
Yeah, you can. So my initial thought, yes, I did think they were kind of being rude. This is all I saw. She's talking to them and look at their faces.
And then I just picked up skiing like
Was this
2
cut,
years ago.
or was this legit?
Themed wants to be my adventure buddy,
like
and
this
it's
is
someone
legit.
that I can trust in and is going to be there for me.
She's adorable though.
But then look at their faces and like kind of the reactions that they're making.
Well, he was being a jerk. The rest of them were kind of just. Not all of them were being jerks. There were a couple of them that were, yeah.
So that's what you saw on X. It was just that, but the actual thing was, as you suspected, cut, which I think is like the normal assumption that I think most people would make.
Okay.
So here's the actual.
By the way, she was adorable though. Like now that I actually saw her, I mean, I don't know. I don't think I changed my mind.
You would
but
not. Yeah, you would. I don't think you changed mine.
No.
Okay. Here's the actual clip.
Okay, go for it.
Themselves, step forward.
Okay,
it's the same. She says pretty much the same thing as the other.
Sure.
The difference here is that curtain. So a lot of people were mad because of the faces the men were making, and they were like, "Oh, this is so rude." And honestly, to me, it also did look very bad. Where I was like, "Oh, I think as a guy, I wouldn't want to smile in any sort of way, or look at other guys and smile and laugh. Like that does seem kind of rude to me." But there's a curtain. Riley can't see them. So that was the whole debate that people were having. And
did they not show the current in the short that you showed me?
No, they didn't.
There's something going on here because for some reason I had already imagined being there. Okay,
well, I
already had seen the curtain.
I also a couple of times opened the wrong one that had the curtain, so maybe you saw that.
I think that's why I just picked up the image then.
Yeah,
because already I was going with the curtain in my head because that's just all I saw it as. Okay, continue. Real quick though, did Riley get her shot, or are we coming back to that?
I hate dating shows, but I watched all 3 episodes of this because that was the entire thing. No, Riley was eliminated in the first round. She never got a man. I felt kind of bad for her, but I think the fact that it's just her voice kind of had her at a disadvantage. I started thinking about myself too, is like based off of my voice, would somebody pick me? And then I got sad, so I stopped thinking about that.
Well, let me ask.
And then I moved on. One of the girls actually kind of knew it. She had like this deeper, like kind of whatchamacallit? I don't know, like a drawling voice. It was weird. Like her voice, and she knew that her voice was not her strong point. And I thought that was really cool.
She said that?
Yeah, she fully said it.
Interesting. Oh, okay.
And so she knew that, and somebody picked her because I think she said, good things, and her personality wasn't over the top, and she wasn't super, I don't know. Riley was just doing a little bit too much. Coupled with the voice, it kind of, and again, I'm not doing this to pick on her. I'm just kind of saying what my honest assessment is. Now, this guy introduced himself, and the remaining 3 girls stood up for him to get to know him more. And so based off of this, who would you pick? Again, just the voice. So Terry's can't see it. I'm playing it for people so they can see it.
All right, I'm a big Jesus guy, so I got to know, what's your favorite scripture?
It's in 2 Nephi 4. I don't know what verse it is, but it says, "My God has been my support. He has led me through my afflictions in the wilderness, and he has preserved me upon the waters of the deep."
Are you reading off something?
No, I have it memorized. And the end of it is, he has filled my soul with his love. And I think that in a time in my life that was really hard, that was something that meant a lot to me, and it's something that I have memorized because of that.
That's cool. Thanks for sharing that.
I'm not as good as Riley, and I can't recite it word for word, but my favorite is Moses 6:34, basically talking about how, with God all things are possible. The mountains shall move before you, rivers shall turn from their course, and abiding in him, and he abides in us, and walking with him, and that's what makes our life more fulfilled. Yeah, that's my favorite.
Of that.
I would say my favorite scripture is in D&C, the worth of souls is great in the sight of God. I really feel like everyone is very important, and I feel like just including people and loving people can really impact the world. And
You already know my answer.
So yeah, I love that scripture.
I have no idea. So what would your answer be, huh?
Go ahead, Soterius. Tell me what my answer is. You already know my answer on that one.
You called me Soterius. I'm DayDreamer. But yes. Okay, Soterius would for sure pick number 3.
It was the third one. Yeah.
Easily. Now now tell me, what did number 3 say?
In terms of her the Bible verses, I don't have it memorized.
You don't have a clue. You have no idea what she said. You just remember her voice is really nice.
And also, I was also having an interaction with you at the same time, just because I immediately heard her voice, and it was a huge difference.
So what did Riley say?
Yeah. I have no idea what Riley said.
Because you're not listening to them. You're just listening to the voice, and I think it makes sense, and it's fine.
Yeah.
But so, anyways, I just think that's funny because immediately while I was watching this, when I heard her voice, I'm just like, he's picking her. He's picking the third one. And then he did, and he was like, oh, I really liked what she said about this and that. And I'm just like, no, you didn't, dude. You're a freaking liar. Anyways, what's your favorite Bible verse?
Mine?
Yeah.
Proverbs 3:16.
Oh, I didn't think you actually had one.
Yeah. Where is it? 3:16? I have it written here.
What does it say?
3:13 to 18. I don't have it memorized, but it's based off of wisdom being a gift.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
what?
Soterius is a Catholic. I'm more atheist / agnostic. I haven't decided quite yet. But I have a favorite Bible verse too. You want to hear it?
Is it that one funny one? Galatians?
Galatians 4:16. Am I therefore become your enemy now that I've told you the truth? Oh, dude.
You memorize that one as a joke.
What a classic. No, I really love that one. It just
carry on.
It's the story of my life, dude. So to sum up, in your opinion, why do you think Riley was not chosen? That's the question.
One more time? Sorry.
Blank stare. Nodding along, not really listening. Just
that one was a daze a little bit.
To sum up, in your opinion, why do you think Riley was not chosen? The first girl we heard.
It's her voice, dude. It's her voice, and it's a lot of energy.
I think the voice we can get past is just the energy or tone or whatever needs to. I don't know. I don't even know.
Be managed a little bit more.
If Riley ever sees this for some reason, you're very cute. I'm not criticizing that. I hope you don't get down on this. She is getting really bullied a lot by.
Is she?
Yes. Okay. So here's
guys or girls alike.
Mostly guys from what I saw. Here's I went through X and I kind of just summarized because I didn't want to put who actually posted what. So I just kind of summarized what people said. Not that these people were kind of jerks. Yes, so in 100%. This case, they're watching Alpha Bro stuff. Now everything becomes Alpha Bro stuff. So
got it.
One of the things that said, it was like travel buddy means she's high maintenance because she expects a man to pay for all that.
The heck?
I'm just like, where are you getting that from?
Yes, no, absolutely not.
You know,
I didn't get that.
Or I think adventure buddy was what she actually used, but that's a common phrase people use. They want an adventure buddy. Here's probably the worst take that I found. This one I will show because she wasn't being mean to Riley. She was just kind of being mean to the men in general, which I think is fine. Okay. You see them all looking at each other, trying to gauge. Well, she put the gauge, but I assume she meant to trying to gauge how the other men are reacting to her because that's what they care about more than actually connecting with the woman. I bet several of these men would be interested in her privately, but would hide the relationship or keep it casual to avoid judgment by their bros. Pathetic. There are men who do this, but that's not what this was. When they were looking over at each other, it's the same thing that happened when me and you kind of started laughing because we both know, oh, this girl's voice and high energy, that's a bit much. Yeah. But it has nothing to do with, oh, I'm looking for your approval or whatever. And I don't think these men were either.
They're just looking at each other because they all realize what they had. They all realize it at the same time.
I think Riley will do just fine. And again, work on the voice maybe if you want, but even then, I go back and forth between this because one of my exes, I remember one time we were talking after we had finished dating. She was telling me about her current boyfriend or whatever and how she was much better now and the stuff that I had pointed out that were bad or whatever, she's better at it. And I remember telling her, I was like, the stuff that I pointed out that I thought was bad, I made very clear at that time that I think it's bad for me. It's just not compatible with us. But I don't think she necessarily needed to change it. She just needed to find a person who was compatible with that type of thing.
Yeah.
You know, and so with this, with Riley, I go back and forth where it's like, you could benefit from changing the voice a little bit, maybe the energy, I don't know, the tone, whatever, bring it down, but also maybe just find somebody who wants that or who genuinely likes that.
Yeah,
might be a little bit
agreed.
hard, and you might be looking for a while, but it's one of those things where I don't know which one. You can go either way with it.
I think you'll find that in a granola guy.
Yeah, maybe.
And
Honestly,
that's just the kind of guy I picture being with her.
I agree. I think so too.
All right, my final thoughts. Riley, earlier I said work on the voice. I'm gonna take that back. You just be you, and you're gonna find a guy who's gonna take you for who you are. Honestly, for me, it was just a voice and energy thing, and I think that was the same thing for some of these guys. So I think you're all right. Don't worry about it.
I say maybe work on the voice. I go back and forth. I don't know, dude.
No, I'm fully on. Just be you. It's whatever.
Because would you say that to a guy if something was impeding a guy from getting a girl? Would you not say, hey, maybe work on this?
It depends
thing?
on the type of girl he's gonna grab. Honestly, if everything else about him was fine in his presentation, and the only difference was just his voice was a little bit high pitched and high energy, whatever, dude. Everything else about you is fine. Somebody's just not gonna care when you're out there in the dating world.
Again, I go back and forth. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It depends on how I'm feeling that day. I might say work on the
It's
voice.
entirely up to you.
I might say don't. Right now I'm saying work on it. And now I've changed my mind. I'm saying no, don't work on it. You're fine.
Out of all the things that you need to focus on, do some self-reflection, figure them out. I think the voice is going to be the least of your issues. If you find yourself at 30 something and you're still not able to find the man, and you've found the root cause to be your voice, then consider doing something with your voice. But if it's not that, you're good.
All right, let's move on. Let's spin the wheel.
Let's spin the wheel. Wow, making noises to fill the void of silence.
Oh, my bad. I was supposed to be talking. This is me talking in order to also fill the void of silence. What would you
do? I don't think we have an example.
No, I do have one for that one.
Oh, you do? Oh, nice.
This one's a little bit tricky though, because I just wanted to put this clip in there, and so I kind of forced it to be a what would you do.
And there's Ortiz batting back, but look where the hands are of Mayweather.
Oh.
He lunged forward with his head. Time has been called, and now a point's going to come away. The point.
He takes a point.
Headbutt. Point, headbutt. And it wasn't intentional. Headbutt. That really hurts Ortiz because he was having one of his most aggressive rounds in the fight. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. Let's go.
He owned up to it.
Ortiz tries the sportsmanship. Mayweather makes him pay. What a rookie mistake there.
Okay.
So what am I disputing here?
This is probably more of an arbiters of. I'm trying to make it a what would you do. Oh, you know what? We're just changing it. It's an arbiters of now. But do you think Mayweather knocking him out afterwards was wrong?
Well, they were cleared to fight. So if they were cleared to fight, then no, that wasn't wrong. That was fair.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? It was the other guy's fault for being not armed and ready to go.
I agree. The only reason why I put this on the docket was because I agree Mayweather was fully in the right technically. The rules are clear. Protect yourself at all times. Yeah. However, not as a boxer, but as just a fighter, that's just so scummy. And I don't like it.
Well, what did you think of the headbutt? What was that? He
got a point taken away. And then Mayweather, rather than, so the one thing I like about like when I watch someone like Canelo, when somebody does something dirty to Canelo, he doesn't immediately go to complain or whatever. He just hits him back. Mm-hmm. Like in one of his most recent fights, somebody did something dirty and the ref was coming in to intervene and he hadn't quite reached it yet. And Canelo got a clean overhand hit on him rather than waiting for the ref to do something. And again, technically he should have stopped because I think the ref did call. But as a fighter, rather than complain to the ref, you just get him back.
Yeah,
I like that. And so when Mayweather got headbutted, again, I'm like, I guess it's better for him to get a point taken away. But if you get a little lick in there too, it'd be nice. But the final thing of him knocking him out while they're like kind of trucing and saying, okay, I find that so dirty and scummy.
The trucing ended a long time ago, and the ref called the fight to start again. So I just don't.
But look,
he saw a window and he took it. Did I miss something? Because I asked you, like, did he call it?
He did call it.
He did.
He did call it. Yeah. He did call it. But look at the position that they're still in.
Oh. Mayweather did come in a hands up position. It didn't look like a glove touch position.
I guess it wasn't a glove touch. It wasn't
a glove.
It was an embrace.
That was a bit weird, though. I feel like, okay, he went in, touched his shoulder, and he was already in position. The guy's hand was maybe, I don't know. It seemed like he was not in a fighting position, but the fight was called seconds before. So at that point, I think he should have just gone back in the fight.
Again, boxing wise, it's fine. This is the rules, it's fine. But it's just a scummy thing to do. I mean, it's
just seeing that the guy was not in a fighting position went in.
You clearly went in for the embrace, and then you took advantage of the fact that there was an embrace. Anyways, it kind of morphed into an arbiter's of, but that's my my thinking on it. I do think boxing wise though, yeah, he's fully fine, and he was winning up until this. Like Mayweather had every round pretty much.
Oh, okay, so would it have made much of a difference then?
For his honor, yeah. But anyways, okay, let's move on.
All right, Daydreamer, we need to pivot again.
Pivot?
Look, yes, we need to pivot.
Okay.
All right, check this out, everybody. Poor Daydreamer and I, we're spending the last 3 years working really hard on ourselves to be more in tune and open with our emotions, because that's what the ladies were asking for, my dude.
Oh yeah, right? We cry every night, and in the morning we call each other about our feelings. What are you talking about?
just play along. Would you please? Okay.
We cry every night, and in the morning I call him to tell him about my feelings.
Thank you. Jeez. Anywho's, check this out. This is on her take. Let them get into it, right?
New York Times article that came out on July 25th. And the premise of the article is basically women complaining that they have to support their partners, which I thought was just a relationship.
Right.
But now they have pathologized that into something, into some sort of burden that they have to carry, that a cross that they have to bear. For the past 30-some years that I've been alive, I thought that was just love. Honestly, I thought that was a definition of caring about something.
Yeah, and what the whole complaining about man-keeping leaves out of the equation is that we as women obviously want our partners to be there for us emotionally, mentally, to be supportive of us. It's a two-way street.
That's not what they're saying in these articles.
If you're complaining about being emotionally available for your male partner, well, then don't be surprised if you get the same treatment in return.
Amen.
It is a two-way street.
Oh no, they're not like that one. They won't like when they get what they give.
I just wanted to make sure I would understand that this was legit, because for so long, the women's of the world keep complaining that men weren't opening up about their emotions. They were complaining that they were so quiet, that they were just these studs and rocks that didn't want to express how much they were feeling sad or whatnot, right? And here we are, they're complaining, right? So I feel like there's no way. So we went to go look at the article, right? So let's go and pull that up. Obviously, we're not going to read the whole thing because it's kind of lengthy, so we're going to link this down below. But here are the highlights that I pulled out, okay?
Lowlights, probably.
This doctor, or this guy, Mr. Leoli, says that straight male clients tell him that they rarely open up to anybody but their girlfriends and wives. But their partners have become their unofficial therapist, he says, doing all the emotional labor. Okay, so as her take has explained it, and I'll explain it as Angelica Puzio Ferrara explains it, who coined the term, mankeeping essentially describes the work women do to meet the social and emotional needs of the men in their lives, from supporting their partners through daily challenges and inner turmoil to encouraging them to meet up with their friends.
What the hell?
First off, I gotta say, why does there have to be a name for everything nowadays, dude? Mankeeping? Everybody just wants to coin a new term these days. But here's the interesting. You keep reading through the article, and they end up bringing up this example. So this example is by Miss Teely Colson and her boyfriend, Glenn. So essentially, this is what they told. Her role as the de facto social director of the relationship includes more serious concerns too. And there was more before that. When are we going to meet each other's parents? When are we going on our first vacation together? She said. And if all of that onus is on me to kind of plan, then I also feel all the responsibility of if something goes wrong. Mankeeping put words to her feelings of imbalance. I feel responsible for bringing the light to the relationship, she said. Does this not sound like the opposite? Like she now has to put in the work to get some sort of emotional response out of her boyfriend? Or am I misinterpreting this?
I see what you mean. I wasn't seeing the connection, but when you put it like that, I think I get it a little bit. I get what you mean. That's interesting.
So they go off. The beginning of this article is them talking about women complaining about their men being so emotional now they have to deal with their man's emotions. But the example they gave is the opposite of that, as if she has to pry to get any sort of emotional response out of her boyfriend.
Right. Okay. I see that. That's
you want to know what her boyfriend's response was at?
What?
Okay, but is that bad? First off, this is the exact opposite. But dude, The dude's oblivious. He's oblivious. He's minding his own business. He's living his life. He doesn't have time to plan their vacation, and they've only been dating for together for 7 months. Like, they're not even married, bro.
7 months, and he wants to. She wants him to plan a vacation.
Right. Okay.
Is that normal? Are we bad boyfriends?
I would not plan a vacation 7 months into a relationship unless I thought this was the girl, and it's likely I'm going to be proposing to her within these 7 months because she's just that damn perfect and doesn't use words like man keeping.
Dude, that's crazy.
So this didn't seem like it was in line with her.
What do they mean by vacation? Sorry, I'm stuck on that word. What you want? So outings, dates, sure, maybe a getaway here and there, but not like a full on. Okay, maybe I just misunderstood.
See, I was getting lost because they were talking about emotions and the men kind of spewing their emotions at them, but now they're getting into like this whole I need to plan the dates and
I'm hung up on the word vacation. But let's move on because if not, we're gonna get stuck.
Okay. Anywho's, I dug a little bit further. And I found this funny piece. I thought I'd just share this because it was obnoxiously hilarious, dude.
Okay. The Guardian?
The Guardian, yeah. And then this then tends to fall back in line with the definition. I think this is short enough to be the whole thing.
Why single women are giving up dating.
All right, let's read through it. Name, mankeeping. Age, semantically about a year old. Appearance, needy and exhausting.
Semantically? What does that mean? Oh, like the word?
Yeah, the word.
Gotcha.
But listen to like, I have no idea what this is. I have no idea if it's a rant or an article.
Oh God, a new term with the word man as a prefix. These are always tedious. Go and cry about it in your man cave. You manspreading mansplainer. They forgot to add proud in there. Proud manspreading mansplainer.
Dude, all right, keep going. See, it's cheap and lazy. Wait, it's cheap and lazy rhetorical device. Yes, but man keeping is a real thing. Men don't man keep. Women man keep. Like every response is like some passive aggressive response. How so? Increasingly, the dynamic in heterosexual relationships seems to be that a woman is tasked with coaching her partner through his problems.
Okay, that's more in line with your first definition.
Yeah, and so this whole thing is in line with the first definition, but I thought it was funny because whoever wrote this is very angry.
A whole generation of men don't feel comfortable opening up to their male friends. That's a goddamn lie. We don't communicate the same way women do.
No, we do not. And it'll never be that way either. Beholden to ridiculous masculine. Like, what? Why are you so mad, my dude? Like, this whole time you've been asking for us to be emotional and now you're angry at that? I just don't get these, dude. And so I had to find one more article. I find this Yahoo article. This is the gist of it. This article went back to the idea that men aren't expressing themselves well enough. So the women now have to take on the burden on top of their other responsibilities, essentially free labor.
That's what mankeeping is?
I don't know.
So according to Yahoo, mankeeping is men aren't opening up enough. And according to the New York Times, mankeeping means that they're opening up too much.
Do you see an issue here?
No, this makes perfect sense if it's logic from women. Just kidding. Kind of.
I feel like they just forgot to consult with each other before they went and started ranting about this issue.
They got to do better with the communicating.
All right, these are side notes, but I figured that I just thought they were just so hilariously wrong, right? Women have long been socialized to stay connected to their emotions and to articulate them, while men are often taught that expressing their feelings can signal weakness and must be avoided to perform masculinity.
So this is what we were discussing earlier, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Our thoughts on this was summarized. We don't think they've been socialized to be in tune with their emotions. They're just in tune with their emotions, and it has not been discouraged or beat out of them like it has with men.
Hey, well, easy, danger.
No, not like physically beat out, but like metaphorically, they beat it out of men. Like they say, don't be so emotional. I do think that is social, but for women, that's not the case. They're just allowed to be that way, and that's fine.
Yeah,
which is fine. I'm not saying it's bad.
Yeah, exactly. But then even then, you're also not good at expressing your emotions. You're expecting us to be mind readers. So actually follow your own advice for a little bit there.
Right.
And then here's another interesting that I saw. Conflict resolution is something women are encouraged to do in their friendships, but men are socialized to experience that as a strange thing to do with other men. Men solve all problems.
I'd have never. That is this whole sentence is a goddamn lie.
It is. I don't know where you're getting your references from.
It is very rare for two men to have an issue. Two men who have been friends for a while to have an issue and then stop being friends.
Right.
Because they're so good at conflict resolution. They move on. They realize, okay, either he's wrong and I'm not going to change his mind, so we just move on, or they convince each other of who's right and they move on still.
I don't know if they are angry at men being emotional or men not being emotional enough. I just don't know what the issue is here with man keeping. Do you know what man keeping sounds like?
My first thought goes to like shaving.
Manscape?
Yeah, because manscaping. So it makes me think of shaving or keeping up your appearance in some way, shape, or form. That's where my head went.
Oh no, I was just gonna go. It just sounds like being in a relationship. But okay.
Oh, you're making a joke. Oh, my bad. My fault.
Okay, but I wanted to make this one. Here's the only consistent item I got from all of this confusing research. They feel the burden of being the emotional bearer, and no matter what the actual situation is, they are unsatisfied either way. I think the idea of manscaping is that men...
Mankeeping. Unless you're now moving to manscaping for some reason.
No, mankeeping.
I have thoughts on that.
Correct. What, manscaping?
Yeah.
Well, we won't get into that right now.
Okay. Carry on then.
I do think there is slight validity to this idea that men should not only spew their situations to women, because if they have been conditioned to kind of keep all of their emotions tucked in tight, and then they just throw all of that at their women for against the actual definition of man keeping, I do think that men should be able to manage these things and not just overburden their woman with a bunch of emotional.
I agree. It also
issues.
depends on what issues you're burdening them with. If you come home talking about some weird conflict with a guy that you had at work, some disagreement or whatever, and you're talking to her about it, that to me is weird. That conflict should be solved, and you should be working out how to solve it. That way you don't have to talk about it or worry about it anymore. Right. But if like your mom just died, yeah, maybe some emotional support and you pouring some stuff out to your woman might be appropriate. Depends.
The thing is, I've never actually, out of all this reading, I didn't get a single example of what the men were supposedly spewing out.
That's hilarious.
Anywho's.
All right, let's move on.
We'll solve it by spinning the wheel.
Yes, sir.
Arbiters of.
Hey, we got to work on these mini segments more.
Yeah, we really do. What the heck? All right, Daydreamer, Arbiters of.
Oh! Look, I'm all about lessons, dude. I assume we're arbitering whether or not this car was in the right.
Legally?
I don't know.
No. I don't think so.
Okay.
Emotionally? That guy did the exact thing we all think. Come on.
But don't have the guts to do. He is a...
Is it right? Legally?
I'm gonna give her a 5 on the 1 to 10 scale.
On what? For what?
10, I don't know, 10 being it's okay, 1 being it's not okay. She's in a 5 somewhere. I don't know. I just came up with the scale because I don't want to fully say yes, but it's definitely not a no.
It's just, I know we're all thinking that when we see this.
Would you say it's okay?
I wish. Legally? My emotions like drive a different feeling, but if I'm gonna listen to my wisdom, yes.
No, I might say it's
Wrong.
okay. I might say it's fine.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I myself wouldn't do it, and I just don't know how I would react if I saw someone do it.
I myself would not do it either, but that doesn't mean I don't think it's fine.
But to the point to where you'd run someone over to nearly kill them? Because that was what they had done. They had made the decision that I might kill this person.
We've talked about this before. I don't think that's what they were thinking. In the moment, they were just mad and they were not considering that this person might die. I don't think that's what was going through their head. But
you're in a car.
When you stand in, because again, you're saying, okay, he made a decision to run the person over, but the guy also made a decision to stand in the middle of the road.
Yeah, I know. But usually, as pattern has shown, people don't go raging into a crowd of people unless you're crazy.
Thus incentivizing more crowds to form on the streets.
I know. Which is why I struggle with it.
Okay, we'll just
because
agree.
that person did what we all think emotionally.
Yeah.
And feel.
Well,
I think we'll have to disagree on this one.
Yeah, we'll have to disagree on that. You think it's not okay? I think it's borderline okay. All right.
Carry on. For the final topic, mayoral frontrunner Zohran Mamdani bench pressed 135 pounds bench pressed during a New York's Men's Day event. Let's take a look, shall we?
Ooh, this was cringy when I first saw it, but here we go.
You move up in the pole. Yeah.
This is how you move up in the polls.
This is how you move up in the polls. Yeah.
All right. Form is not the worst yet.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Let me get one
Didn't
more.
touch his chest.
Oh, it's so cringy. Oh, that leg.
Oh, what's he doing with his leg?
Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. I'm not even like. I'm not even making fun of him yet. I'm just embarrassed for him.
Yeah, that wasn't good. That was not good at all.
Okay. Before we comment though, we want to make a clarification because there was some people in the comments saying that it wasn't 135. Here's the close-up that we found. It for sure is 135. He's got 45 on this side. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a 45 plate on the other side. That'd be weird if they didn't. There's no way.
And the bar itself is 45 pounds. So
right, unless yeah. So it's 135.
Before we start poking fun at him, let's give our credentials. I think this is appropriate, right?
Sure. I've only started working out recently, like the last couple of years. I think what I can bench, like I don't do flat bench. I think the last time I did it, I benched 150. Right now I do incline, I do a plate and then like 5 on each side, maybe 10 on each side extra. So that's like what, 155?
Plate and yeah, roughly.
155 on incline when I do incline, but I usually do incline dumbbell. But Satirius, tell him.
I am able to do 2 plates.
At 215.
That is all. 225.
Oh. Yeah. Maybe I'm not a gym bro.
I don't think either of us are gym bros. Let's just say that for sure.
I think in the way people use that word, no, not necessarily, but I think you would kind of qualify as a gym bro if you were going off of a different definition. I don't know how to explain it. Never mind.
I've been lifting for a while. I'm well acquainted. I know what I'm doing. And that is all.
His form is impeccable. The weight he moves is insane for his size, and he was like this close to competing, but he just didn't want to put that much more time into it.
Look, powerlifting just requires way too much work.
You have to spend like what, 5 hours in the gym?
When I was training for powerlifting, I was in there for almost 4 hours, and most of it was me resting. It was literally only 3 workouts, and I was resting the whole time. It was boring, and I didn't care for it. And honestly, I'm going to be honest. People my weight were pushing way more weight than me. It would have taken me forever to get to that point. Okay. Anyways, moving on. Okay, you want to appeal to the gym bros, so we're gonna treat you and talk to you like you're a gym bro. Okay,
who's clearly never benched in his life and starts with a plate. Can you imagine?
Dumb idea. It was a dumb idea. Look. This was not a bench press, right? This was 75% the spotter row / curling the bar, and 25% Mamdani pressing. Like, okay, look. This is something I will criticize. No. Let me.
Okay, go ahead.
Lower the weight, all right? If you've never done this before, lower the weight and actually do the work, right? There are a few instances where you can have a spotter do something like this. This was not one of them.
Right.
All right? Anywho's, now you just look silly, my dude. My ranting is now over.
Okay, so we don't like to participate in poking fun of people who aren't avid health and fitness folks, and people who are starting out in the gym. You know, we don't like making fun of them for the little weight that they can push. However,
it's not just people who are just starting out either. It's like anybody in the gym. We don't do that. It's not what we do.
We don't make fun of them. Right. We don't. But a person who is ego lifting always deserves to be shamed and made fun of. Yes. And if one of our homies did this is exactly how we would react as well.
This was purely a publicity stunt. I don't know what you were trying to prove, whether or not you thought you were going to be the pinnacle of manliness.
They're trying to appeal to man. That's what they're doing here. Let's look at what the people on the right were saying though. Like oh my God, X is going crazy.
That's what's funny, dude, is because these people aren't on the right. This is Cuomo and this is Eric Adams.
Even his rivals. No, but these are his rivals, right? He's going against
his rivals. Sure, but even then.
Okay, it's Andrew Cuomo. It's easy to talk. It's hard to carry the burden. This guy can't bench his own body weight, let alone carry the weight of leading the most important city in the world. Again, I'm okay with it. I'm not okay with it. With this comment. How much can you bench, Mr. Cuomo? If you're gonna talk, then you got to put yourself out there with credential-wise.
But you see, Eric Adams put his mouth where his money was.
Did he actually?
Right? Did I say it backwards? Yeah. Look, check it out.
All right. Oh snap!
Yep.
Oh snap! He's not
Granted,
he's not touching the thing. The guy's still spotting him.
Yeah. But at least you could see that he's carrying most of the weight here. Right?
Yeah, you can tell.
Eric is still doing it wrong.
Is it the same guy?
Who? I think so. I think
the same guy. Oh, it's the same event.
Yeah, but like at a much earlier time.
That's funny.
But yes, it is the same event.
He's moving the weight much easier. He did more reps, but he's still getting spotted just as much.
It's still wrong in the way that the lift's happening. We would probably poke fun at this, but you could see the difference at least in effort.
Dang it, honestly, I find this just as cringy, to be honest. But yes, I agree. You can tell one of them is actually better. 64 versus 33. Oh, he's 64 years old. Okay. He said the weight of this job is too heavy for Mom Scrawny. All right, put politics aside. Pretend he's not some communist or democratic socialist or socialist. I don't even know what they're saying nowadays. But all that aside, you want to be treated like a bro. We will treat you like a bro. And any bro group who has a bro who cannot or who ego lifts to impress a girl deserves to be ridiculed in this way. The girls being the voters.
Yes.
He's doing this to impress the voters. I'm speaking metaphorically here.
Yeah, there was no impressing happening here, my friends.
Yeah.
Zero, zilch. And I think everybody across the board recognizes that. Okay, but I do want to make a side note. Okay. Benching 135 pounds isn't just like, not everybody can just do that off the streets, right? It takes training and consistency.
It depends, man, where you're at, because the gym bros would say it's super easy and it's basic, and you're not a real man if you can't bench a plate.
So there isn't any real statistics on this. About 50% or less of men can actually bench their own weight, let alone 135 pounds.
I
right?
agree.
And we're extremely overweight, right?
Yeah, no, I agree. You know what's funny? One time, before we could even bench a plate, we were at Sonic. Do you remember this?
Yes.
And you accidentally metaphorically slapped Story and I, because we couldn't bench a plate yet. And so Story was making fun of some other guy who was like weak or whatever, or doing something that wasn't manly. And you were like, he's probably one of those beta males, whatever, can't even bench a plate. And then Story and I were just like, oh, damn it. We were working on it.
It was just supposed to be one of those funny jokes that people say.
Yeah, no, it was funny. It just hurt.
But look at you guys now. You're welcome.
Yeah, true. No, that's what we do.
And any other unhealthy
leaders
I
have one more side note. Because okay, my last comment on this, I do like somewhat the whole masculine fight. I don't think it's necessary to lead. You know, I mean, Trump, I don't know how much Trump can bench, but I'd venture to guess he's never benched in his life either. But something about them fighting, I'm just like, all right, let's do this. You're gonna be masculine, let's get it. There was this one time I was working at Amazon, and this girl I was working with, we was kind of quiet and we were just kind of doing our job. She looks over to me and she's like, hey, don't you think it would be kind of cool if the new manager, because we switch managers a lot, if the new manager had to fight and defeat the previous manager in order to get the job? And I thought it was funny, you know? And she's like, no. Because I started laughing. I was like, what are you talking about? You're crazy. And she's like, no, wouldn't you respect him more? Because at the time, nobody liked the new manager. So she was like, wouldn't you at least respect him more? And I was like, no, you know what? That's a good idea. I don't think we should implement that across the board, but I just think it's a funny thing. And then,
why not? Let's bring back earning your spot.
And now we're here.
Look, okay, I agree. You don't necessarily have to be the most fit person out there, right? But I do think it sets you apart. There's an advantage if you're on the healthier side, right?
It does give you credibility for some reason. I don't know why amongst men. If when we first saw RFK benching and doing all the workouts that he was doing, we were like, damn.
Yeah, it's a great segue.
Okay.
He's a great example. Him and Hegseth. Check him out.
RFK Jr. challenges Pete Hegseth to a pull-up and push-up competition. All right, let's go.
I think RFK wins too.
No way.
I mean, it looked like he did.
What is this event for?
I think it's part of that president health thing.
The Pentagon for the Pete and Bobby challenge. I think this was your idea, so I blame you. But it's all about Make America Healthy Again. We're going to be fit, not fat. We want recruits that are ready to go and challenge. What are we doing today, Bobby?
Oh, Pete and I are going to do our part, encourage American youth to do this challenge. And the challenge is to do 100 push-ups and 50 pull-ups in any order you want in under 10 minutes.
50 pull-ups in under 10 minutes?
I don't think I can do 50 pull-ups in under 10 minutes. That's not bad.
Wait, they finished in that time?
That's not bad.
5:20. Wait. They did it in 5 minutes, 100 push-ups and 50 pull-ups.
It seems like it.
I don't believe it. That's crazy.
Let's go! Make your country proud!
Oh, dang.
Thank you, man. You did
that was kind of hot.
356.
So it is the push-ups and the pull-ups.
That's insane.
And they did it in 5. What was it?
These guys are borderline kipping.
They are kipping a little bit. I was about to say that. I assume you'd have to in order to.
Dang, dude. If we can't beat Kennedy,
I cannot. I'm gonna just say right now, I can't beat that. There's no way.
I'm gonna try that challenge tomorrow.
They're kipping with the pull-ups, so if I kip, maybe I can get there. But man, it's gonna take me a while.
I'm gonna try the challenge tomorrow.
Are you really?
No. Yeah.
I'll try it too, dude, but it's not going to go well for me. It's going to take me at least 30 minutes, I'm going to say.
It'll be a good benchmark, right? So we'll see where we're at now. And if we can't beat Pete or Kennedy, then we got to go and get better than them.
No, true. I agree. All right, let's do it. I'm done.
Challenge accepted. You heard it here, boys.
It's going to take me 30. I predict it'll take me 30 minutes to an hour because those pull-ups are just going to murder me, dude. But again, with the kipping, I think I can do it.
Borderline kipping. It's not full kipping. It's borderline. And it looks like they were transitioning between pull-ups and chin-ups. So you just switch between the two.
Oh, that makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
What's the final video you got here?
Oh, we got good old Kennedy bench pressing 135 pounds.
Okay.
With ease, my dude. Nah, he's getting spot.
Oh, okay. I was about to say he's getting spotted too. He's not touching his chest. He's also got a band on.
I think on the incline it actually moves better. Flat bench because it
It's not bad though.
chest all the way through.
Yeah, there you go. Nice.
Yeah. We have
Yeah.
For 70 years, that's crazy.
Great job.
I think that band helps though, no? That band is almost like
it'll help with the spring up.
Right, which is the hard part of it. Is it not?
Whatever. I mean, you can go to the other one where he's incline bench pressing. I think he has 115 pounds.
All right, let's see if he gets spotted.
I'm not going to take the bar until I see it stop for more than this.
Look at him go, dude.
Easy. Oof. Breaking that 90. Pretty close to the chest.
Yeah.
See, proper spot. That's a proper spot.
Yep.
Very nice.
Look at that. Oh.
Let's go.
Keep that leg on the bench.
Up.
Nice.
Didn't do a full lock at the end, but still very good.
Dude, you compare this. That's our Secretary of Health Department, something.
That's the health guy.
Yeah.
Look, if you're gonna have someone in charge of the entire nation's health, I'd rather it be this guy. At least he walks the walk and doesn't just talk the talk, my dude. Look at this guy. Anywho's.
Okay, that was weird.
Shut up. You're the one who's like called the other guy sexy or something.
All right. I was going to ask you if you wanted me to cut that embarrassing part out, but now I'm leaving it in.
Anywho's to recap. Riley, you're good. You don't have to worry about your voice or anything else. I think you're cute. You're adorable. You're going to do well. All right. Maybe at the age of 40, if all else still fails and you still got to work on the voice, if that's the last thing, maybe consider it then.
I think 31. I think 31, if by then the voice is the issue, maybe consider it.
Don't hate on the men. They just respond as all men would normally, okay? Ladies, man keeping. Enough with this stuff, all right? And also, if you're going to do this stuff, make sure you consult with each other first before you start spewing out the information on the internet. It's kind of confusing, all right? Lastly, Zohran, don't be meddling in stuff you got no business meddling in. But if you wanted to start being healthy, I fully encourage it, man. You know, hit the gyms. I'm all for it.
Oh, what's a common gym bro phrase?
I don't know. I'm not actually a gym bro, despite gymming a lot. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. See you in the next one.
Bye. Gains. I have lightweight, baby. I have one more rep. PR or ER. I don't think anybody says that, but we should. Protein.
Creatine. Amino acids.
Proud but never satisfied. Blah, blah, blah.